How's it going, guys? It is I, Libertad, and today we're continuing to play the playthrough of Doki Literature Club. Nothing interesting happens so far. If you missed something, just go check out the previous episode. But to sum it up, just talked a lot of shit. So let's continue. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. So Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Japanese, probably English, I don't know. Perhaps I have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make sure I make the most of the circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing the poem tonight. Oh, please let me type something fucking stupid. It's time to write the poem. Big words that you think your favorite club member would like. Something good might happen to whoever likes the poem the most. That's own happiness. Uncontrollable. Oh, after image. Hot strawberry. What will this girl like? The shy girl. Not joy, of course. Fireworks. Oh, that was for her. Fuck. Beauty, jumpy, broken. It's her again. Why does she like everything I do? Vanilla. Well, no, I don't want a nature intellectual. That one. You forgive, play, peace, universe, destiny, blank, cunning. Contamination, climax. You. We're gonna win this one over. Music, papa, hurt. I want to see. Why does she have hurt? Tears, awesome, cute, landscape, massacre, dazzle, flee, kawaii, anxiety, atone, love, melancholy, vitality, yeah, ambient, family, raindrops, infinite bliss, journey, wonderful keys, festive, calm. Yeah, I'm so good at this. Skipping, sticky, analysis, love sticky, disoriented, melody, cheeks, comfort, fantasy, playground. I guess she's fantasy then. Misfortune. Oh, that's cool. Treasure, wrath, swimsuit, defeat. No, I don't want her. Daydream, color, excitement, passion, romance, extreme, anger, balancing. Okay. Determination, fear, desire, jump, suicide. This girl's already fucked up with all the choices I made. Graveyard. This is so fucked up. Nightgown feathers, amazing scars. Why? Does she cut herself or something? No, she's not pure. Ocean, cage, disarray, sunset. Yeah! I wrote last one, let's get this last one. Heartbeat. Okay, that's brilliantly. Hi again, Neta. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I'll at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Neta. I hope this isn't too overwhelming. Although, what commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh well. Oh come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. And last year too. I don't know if your plan just to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki. Did she just threaten me? I would fucking sumo German suplex you into the ground, girl, with one hand. Shut up. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in a club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Neptune's always gives his best as long as he is having fun. He helps me with my busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set the house on fire once. Is that so? You know, you two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Neptune can be good friends too? Sayori? Hmm? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situations he put me into. Oh, oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? A knife, please? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it really is not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, it won't be a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Oh, here. He reaches into her bag and pulls out a book with a knife in it. She's. I don't know what's gonna happen in this game. Someone is gonna be a serial killer or I'm just hallucinating or something. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read, and we could, discuss it even if you wanted. This is how this girl accidentally being so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own place. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off with scheduled activities for the club, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in her book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk about Yuri a little bit more, but at this time I would feel bad distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of her cover of a book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks around another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you just gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason, just curious how come you have two copies of the same book. Well, when I stopped at this bookstore yesterday, that's not what I mean. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here at Yuri isn't telling me, but decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once I start to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and reliable story. Relatable, not reliable. Sorry for my bad England. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. So it's a Russian book. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about a girl in high school who moves in with her long lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of yeah, that's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. That's so dark. That's so dark. Then came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. What the fuck? You're not a fan of that sort of thing next time? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. Hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mindset seems to be completely different. It's just that those kids of the stories, they challenge you to look to life from a different and from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy, yeah, that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. I don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing form my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about your reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literary club after all. That's, well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book and I had to put it into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Alright, are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's right, I'm sorry. I said that's right for a moment. I don't know where people get these character ideas from, but where I'm from, girls aren't like this. They're more bitchy than anything. So they'll just put you in your place straight away because they have very high standards here, I think, in my country. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just that just sometimes I'm not very used to, that's it, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her pressure over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat confronting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Yeah, this should work, right? I slide the desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold the book more between the two of them. I suppose Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders almost touching. This guy is getting fucking hard from just sitting next to a female. It's so sad. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes the left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after I flip it over. But I'm not holding it like this. We're huddled even closer together than before. I actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Uh, This guy's really smooth, isn't he? To turn the page. Sorry, I think it's a bit distracting for a second. I think I read that completely wrong. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? Don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm reading, ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Fucking nerd. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all of the things that she says and does, like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscence of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but nap time, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess more meant I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time that we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thoughts. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight, or would you prefer only reading it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read it with you after it picks up a bit, you know. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up, I make a mental note where I left off with the book, and then slip it into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Shaori and Monica officially pulled out their poems. Shaori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I'm sitting. Natsu and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Yeah. Who do you want to... Yuri. Since I'm doing stuff with her all the time. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten up exponentially. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. It's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right, but I'm getting so nervous for. What am I? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imaginary and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize is new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. I think that's the right thing. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once you refine that train, I thought it is as if the manner totally changes. The manner, her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. I might take you some time. Might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Um, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be a literature club. Yeah. Ghost under the light. She has a fucking horrible handwriting. The tendons of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. That last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green loo of the future. I think that's loo. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I must have terrible handwriting. That's exactly what I said. I couldn't fucking read it. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. Oh no, I was actually. But it took a long time to read. Well, I'll be back right now, guys. I just quickly have a problem. Ja, Gerry? Ja? Nee, ek gaan nie kuier vanaand nie. Ek moet leer. Ek skryf volgende week Saterdag wiskunde. Ja, ek gaan gym, maar ek gaan nie kuier nie. Nee, ek het nie tyd daarvoor, Gerrit. Ek het actually nou baie leerwerk wat ek wil doen. Dis reg. Maar wei. Ja. Nice. Wat vir MG's, ag vir IBN. Nice, dis goed. Dankie. Ja. Oh wait. Cheers. And I'm back, you guys. Sorry about that. Just quickly had a call. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. No, don't fucking lie. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem, even though it's a short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems, not at all. I'm really glad you like that. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all that time. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you didn't only glance over it after all. But remember that poems often express the one's thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in a last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more soulman putting in that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. The thing with poems for me in real life is like I had to do it for school and stuff. I had to do a few poems. I think like Shakespearean sonnets and stuff like that. I don't fucking know. I think it was sonnet something. Because he just called them sonnets. But most of the poems I did, I felt like the writer was high when he was writing that. Because most of the stuff are pretty out there, and then people come and just say, oh no, you meant this with that. And that's just so stupid, so I don't really like poetry. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. Yeah, I would have also said nah. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best next time. Oh, me too. Cool. Alright, I'm probably ending off the video there, you guys. If you enjoyed it, consider liking and subscribing. If you did not, consider liking and subscribing. Yeah, I hope I see you guys in the next one. Cheers.